Welcome to Designing Your Life Today. I'm goal achievement strategist and business coach Pat Council. And this is New Year's Eve. Hey, you guys, I don't think I'll be talking to you on New Year's Day. So happy New Year. And well, I'll be chatting with you guys next year on Designing Your Life Today. But I wanted to leave you with a message to help you become as successful as you want to be, as you desire to be in 2021. And so we're going to talk about how to achieve successfully in 2021. Now, before we get into that, I have to ask you guys, what are you thinking about today? Are you saying, wow, am I glad this year is over? I can't wait for 2021 to get here. I am going to just do things so much better, so differently. I mean, are these your thoughts? Well, those are good thoughts. They're good thoughts. However, I just want to make a suggestion to you guys that you understand the power that exists within the present moment. This is where your power is, you guys. So right here, right now is where you get excited. You don't get excited when 2021 comes. You get excited now in 2020 on December 31st, 2020. So you want to take a moment and just reflect on all the amazing things that have happened to you this year. And if you're thinking, what planet has she been living on? Listen, let me say this to you. You're alive. You made it through. You are headed into 2021. You have some great ideas. You have goals. You have things that you desire to bring into your life. You are still using your power of determination. You're making decisions about what you desire to bring into your life. And most importantly, you are using a very powerful energy called desire. And it is a very powerful energy. Napoleon Hill talks about the power of desire in his book, Think and Grow Rich. And so I want you guys to appreciate the present moment right here, right now. So take a minute and think about the good things that have happened to you this year. And if you say, well, nothing good has happened, if you have goals in place, something good has happened to you this year. Because even if it seemed like it wasn't so good, what happened was it sparked something in you to make you want to step out and do more, have more, be more, and just go for it all, right? Do life with power. So appreciate the present moment. Okay, now that I've said that, let's talk about how to achieve successfully in 2021. Now, I want to say this to you guys. It is important that you stay inspired and you continue to learn new things and get strategies that will help you actually achieve your goals. And at this point, you may want to request our Power Up Today newsletter. And it's just simple information that will help you really stay focused and keep winning. All you have to do is text the word power up to 42828. That's power up to 42828. And you'll be able to tap into a lot of the resources that I am going to be sharing with you guys in 2021, as well as some of the resources that we have available for you now. Understand this: if you're going to succeed, you must plant successful seeds. In other words, seeds that will bring you exactly what you desire. Think about it. If you plant an orange seed, don't expect to get an apple tree. And I'm always amazed at how people want to have more and bring more into their lives, and they're not willing to plant the seeds so that they can harvest the fruit of that newly tree or new plant or success plan, if you will. Is that a thing? Let's make it a thing. So I'm amazed at how people don't want to do the work. That's what I'm saying. Listen, the truth of the matter is, if you're going to win, if you're going to be successful, you have to do the work. But it's not just about you working hard, because we've been told that we have to work hard. And don't get me wrong, you've got to put your energy behind whatever it is you want to manifest, whatever it is you want to bring into your life. But understand this: if you do not do the work, it is not coming your way. Okay, so let's keep it real. And with the stimulus check, I've got to say this once more. It doesn't matter how much they give you. And we're talking for those of you in America, it doesn't matter how much they give you. It doesn't matter how much money the government gives you. It's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough to satisfy all of the things that, first of all, you need. Secondly, the things that you desire. You are here to have a good life. You are here not to play small. You are here to do life with power, to make amazing things happen. So, you guys, when you're looking to the government to satisfy your every need, that's not their purpose, first of all. And we're not going to get into that too much today because I really could get on my soapbox, but I'm not going to do that. However, I want to let you know that if there are things that you truly desire to bring into your life, there is no getting around stepping up to the plate and getting the bat and knocking it out of the park. So, yeah, that's my kind of figurative thing, if you will. So it's funny, my mind is like already, I'm supposed to be in the present moment. And I am, okay, I'm kind of am, but I'm kind of not, because I'm also thinking about an appointment today. I'm going to meet with one of my good friends, and she and I are going to sit and go over our goals for 2021. Which is super exciting for me. So I'm a little bit excited about the future. However, let me bring myself back to the present. What I'm saying to you guys is that you really must do the work, plant the seeds, the right seeds in the present moment. Be excited about where you're headed. Trust that you'll get there. Now, if you really want to be successful, I'm just going to give you a few tips, you guys. And as I said, you can register to get Power Up today, and by texting the word Power Up to 42828, and then you'll get lots more strategies for achieving your goals and staying focused and staying on track. Keep in mind that it's important that you embrace the fact that it's your time to win. So here's the first concept that I have for you. Keep your focus. And this is a really good strategy, you guys. Keep your focus. Be sure to focus on the life you desire and turn off the unnecessary noise. It is important that you recognize that everything that's coming against us in the sense that it's coming against you in the sense that it is really pushing you farther away from your goals, taking your focus off your goals. And I'm not saying that these things, whether they're good or bad, I'll leave that part up to you. But what I am saying to you is that you must choose the right energetic path so that you can achieve your goals, so that you can connect with your highest and best life, so that you can get to where it is you want to be. And I know we have that human side of us where we really have to focus or remind ourselves that it is important to refocus. So I want you to keep that in mind, you guys, in 2021. Keep your focus. Focus on the life that you desire. If you go to even the certain pages on the internet, which I've got to admit, I love Google. Google gives you the option to choose a blank screen, a blank page, and you don't have to see any news when you go to that, when you go on the internet. So I do like that. Find your blank screens, you guys. And I'm not telling you not to watch the news because I know a lot of you are just going to do it. So I kind of give up on that one. So, and you get to do what you want to do. It's your life. However, I do want to remind you that everything that you see with your eyes, it is going into your mind and you're processing it, and you're using some type of reasoning ability, some type of logic to decide which direction you're going to take. So if you accept every bit of false news that's coming your way and you act on that false news, you guys, you're going to get false results. In other words, you're not going to get the results that you desire. So these are things that you want to keep in mind. So keep your focus. Okay, here's the second strategy. Think big without excuses or without apologizing. And it is important that we think big. I mean, this year, it seems like people have been talking about mindset a lot, and it will carry over, at least I hope it will, into 2021. And it needs to carry over because it is important that we understand that people will do things to control our minds or, wow, that sounds a bit science fiction-y, doesn't it? But you know what? The reality of it is that's what the news is about a lot of times. Keep in mind, they need sponsors. This is how they get paid. So they need sponsors. So if the sponsors don't like what they're reporting, yeah, they've got some weight. Everything that's coming at you, of course, it's coming from human beings. And so you have to understand that we all have our own set of issues that we have to deal with, and we have to get through them so that we can get to our highest and best self, so that we can evolve, so that we can ultimately ascend. And now life is, well, peaches and cream. Well, it's peaches and cream right now if you want it to be, but that means you've got to block out all of the noise and anybody that's stopping you from thinking big or convincing you that you cannot make this happen because of, oh, here's what's going on in society. I talked to a couple of my friends this year, and it's interesting that many of them, they are big thinkers. And it's interesting that many of them said, wow, this has been my best year ever. And they are super excited about this being their best year. And they are looking forward to having an even better year next year. So they're not getting caught up in all of the hype and all the fear that's being pumped into society. So you want to make sure that you don't get caught up in that wave either. That wave of fear that's going to tell you, wait, let's ride this out. Hold on to every penny that you have. And, let's see what's coming down the pipeline. You know what's coming down the pipeline? More fear. So think big without excuses and don't apologize for how you think. I never feel like I have to apologize for wanting more or desiring more into my life as long as I'm willing to do the work, as long as I'm willing to use what I have to make it happen. And you know what, you guys, if you want to be successful in 2021, and listen, you don't have to believe this. I hope you will. But you know what, just for a moment, find a glimmer of belief in you, a little tiny spark of belief in you. And I want you to say, you know what? I think I'll give this a shot and see how it plays out. Feel free to email me or post it and let us know how it's going. And so I want you guys to just really think big. Stop letting people in Washington convince you that there isn't enough, because guess what? They have more than enough. And while they're sending you $600, even if it's $2,000 or whatever it is you're going to get, while they're sending this kind of money out, guess what? They have far more than that. And they're not sending you any of their money. So you want to keep that in mind. They are constantly growing. These people who are deciding that you are not capable, that you can't think for yourself, that you need to be controlled, these people are wealthy. So because they know the secrets. So I want you guys to understand that you have just as much, let's say, right. Okay. And you have the right based on your willingness to step up to the plate and do the work. Okay. To knock it out of the park. Yeah. I know I'm mixing metaphors. Hey, it happens. So the point is that you guys really, if you think big, give your mind a chance to process something. And when something big comes your way, something more comes your way, then guess what? I want you to act on it. Don't play to lose, play to win. All right, let's move on to our third and final strategy. Commit to understanding how to live from a position of power. Now, on Designing Your Life Today, we talk about Do Life with Power. That is our trademark slogan, one of them. And the other one is You're Built by Design to Win, because you are. But you know what? It is impossible for you to win if you don't take to understand how powerful you really are, how capable you really are. And so I want you to commit to understanding how to live from a position of power. So what does that mean? Well, it means a few things, but let's start with the first one. It means knowing, developing, and sharpening your gifts and talents. You guys have some gifts and talents. Think about this. For people that have jobs, there are people that still have their jobs, but there are a lot of people that lost their jobs as a result of COVID-19. But understand this, you breathe air. As long as you're breathing, as long as you can think, as long as you can move, listen, you have a gift and talent that you perhaps have been ignoring, or you're fully aware of it, but you've been afraid to step out and step out boldly. I want you to own it, you guys. That's our theme for next year. Own your life. It is about you stepping into your authenticity. Own it and don't apologize for anything. Whoever it is you choose to be, as long as you're not hurting anyone, be that. Because that is that you're ignoring, that part of you, that special something that you have that you've been downplaying. That's the reason why your energy is not in full force and you aren't making the kind of money that you want to make. You're not living the kind of life that you desire to live. The relationships is not there. The health is not there. Okay, because you are really downplaying your energy. You're downplaying all the let's say the magnificence that exists within you. Yeah, I know this isn't Magnificent Monday, but we talk about magnificence all the time. So all the magnificence that's within you. So think about that. Make that commitment that, you know what, I'm tapping into it, you guys, and I'm going to do what it takes so that I can develop and sharpen my gifts and talents, assuming I know what they are. And if I don't, then you want to commit to finding out what it is. Okay, so let's see. Here's another part. When it comes to committing to understanding how to live from a position of power, you want to also commit to strengthening your power cores. Now, your power cores, that would be your mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual energies. And when you can do that, this is going to cause such a momentum, positive momentum in your life, a flow of such good things. Now, here's my caveat. That does not mean you won't have challenges. That does not mean that things will happen that won't hurt your feelings or things will happen that won't upset you. Doesn't mean any of that, you guys. However, here's what I want you to understand. Is that when you are using those energies and you're using them as it was intended, the way God intended you to use them, when you're actually using them and you're not making excuses and you're not whining and you're not complaining and you're not stuck in front of the television watching the news because you think by watching the news, oh, wait, that's going to make life better. No, you're watching the news because you want to see, what do you have to run from? What is it I'm supposed to be fearing? So you understand, when you can develop your power cores and your energy is flowing, your vibrations are up, you're moving with just full speed, your full capability as a human being, then guess what? You are going to win. And it is really time for you to embrace your power to win, because you have that. And as soon as you embrace that, all of a sudden, it's like someone will turn on a light in your mind, in your life, and you'll say, wait a minute, I don't have to buy into every little silly thing that I hear coming from a bunch of people in Washington. This is a small group of people. You have to understand, they all have a background. In other words, they were all raised by somebody with a certain thought process. That thought process still exists within a lot of them. So why should their thought process interfere with yours? See, that's why it's the purpose of the government not to control our lives to the nth degree, but it's their purpose to just regulate certain types of regulations within our society. Make sure our roads are fixed and there are no potholes, which, yeah, that's not happening. Make sure we actually get our mail on time and get it correctly. And so, which I have been having challenges with getting my mail, and I have to track it down. And so has several of my neighbors. We get each other's mail. I mean, a lot. So, and I get it. You know what? I'm not criticizing them, but what I'm saying is, if they put their attention where it's supposed to be and do what they are designed to do, then things would flow a lot better. But that means that we have to do our part. That means that we have to step into our power. We have to commit to doing life with power. We have to embrace the fact that it is our time to win, and we have to be committed to winning. Okay, you guys. So as I wrap up, I just want to once again wish you a happy new year. And I want to let you know that you have what it takes. Get the clarity that you need so that you can understand how powerful you really are and tap into the amazingness, the magnificence, the wondrous person that is you. So you can tap into all of that, you guys, so you can get what you want. You are not here to live and not have. You are not here to live and struggle. You're not here to live and wish. You are here to live and win. So with that being said, I do think that's all. Okay, I'm stepping off my soapbox now. Actually, that wasn't really a soapbox kind of thing. It might sound a bit soapboxy, but what it was is it's like my energy is like going into like higher gear. You know what I'm saying? So join me. So I'll be chatting with you guys, as I said, in 2021. So let's take all this high energy over into 2021, and we are going to win big. We're going to own our lives. We're going to by being authentic, we're going to own our success, own our gifts and talents. And before we know it, guess what? We'll be doing life with power. You guys have fun today in the present moment.